Now let's start with something most people don't even think of. Good morning, Dr. Sharma here. Today we're going to be talking about how I design a natural looking hairline. Now most patients come in thinking a hairline transplant is simply lowering the hairline. But the truth is, there's an entire design process. Now let's start with something most people don't even think of, your ethnicity. Every ethnic group has a distinct hairline, a pattern, density, and how the hair grows, the directions. South Asian and Middle Eastern hairlines often sit lower and straighter. Caucasian hairlines usually show more recession around the temples. East Asian hairlines tend to have smoother, rounder curvature. African hairlines naturally grow at slightly different angles with softer transition zones. When we are building a hairline, these details really matter more than people realize. Another major factor, which is something people almost never notice in themselves, is symmetry. We all assume our hairline is even and straight, but most hairlines are noticeably asymmetric. One side might sit higher, one might angle differently, or your temple points might not match at all. When I design your hairline, I'm not chasing artificial perfection. I'm trying to restore balance. Real hairlines have tiny irregularities, and these micro details are what makes the results believable. Now let's come on to the artistry of graft placement. This is usually the biggest aha moment for patients. At the very front of the hairline, we only place single hair grafts. That creates a soft, feathered transition, the same texture you see in a completely natural hairline. As we move further back, we introduce multi-hair grafts to build density. This layering effect gives you fullness without creating a harsh line or an unnaturally thick front hairline. Angles and direction matter just as much as graft size. Your native hair doesn't grow straight. It grows forward, downward, or in a subtle curve, depending on the area. Along the temples, for example, hair naturally sweep downward and naturally out. During the transplant, I replicate these exact growth patterns. It's something you can't really see in photos, but it's the difference between hair that looks transplanted and hair that looks like it's always been there. That's the aim, for the results to whisper, not shout. We also plan for the long term. If you're still early in your hair loss journey, or you have signs of future recession, we will design a more conservative, age-appropriate hairline. The goal is not to recreate a teenager's hairline, it's to create a shape that looks natural today and still natural 10 or 20 years from now, as your face will mature and your native hair continues to change. Now, your final hairline also depends on donor density, your growth pattern, and how you style your hair, and what your long-term goals are. During the consultation, we take detailed photos, map your hairline, and show you what's realistic based on your hair and your future pattern of loss. It's one of the most eye-opening parts of the entire procedure, because you actually get to see how your hairline could look before we even start, after the surgery, and during your evolutionary trajectory. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. Thank you so much.